Road trip prepping. What an exciting time of the trip planning process. It's the part that'll determine how prepared we are for our upcoming road trip. This part of the trip used to drive me insane. Multiple days away from home, limited luggage space, lots of stuff to pack, and making sure your motorcycle is ready for the trip. So today I planned a good old moto trip prep list because I figured some people would need help in planning their own ride, or some people have recommendations on how I can streamline my prepping process. So we'll start with safety first. So a day or two before the trip, I'll check to make sure that my tire tread depth and my oils are good before the trip. My oil levels, I like to be 2 to 3 notches below full, and I'm a little low, so I'll add a little bit of oil to top it off before the trip. And then you do want to get into the habit of checking your tires for any cracks and checking the tread depth. I just recently got my tires changed, so I am good to go there as well. Once everything looks good on the bike, we're gonna go over what goes on my right side saddlebag. So I used to always hate the process of packing for a road trip just because I feel like it's a delicate balance between packing too much and not packing enough. And I'm definitely an overpacker. So really being able to get everything that I need in the small space the motorcycle has presented a problem for me because I just feel like there's not enough room. So creating a checklist and making sure that everything has its own place really helped me streamline that. So for the right saddlebag, I'll usually include things that I don't really need access to very often unless for emergency, right? So in my right saddlebag, I will keep my emergency tools. I'll have a few Allen wrenches, some electrical tape, some wrenches, some ratchets, some sockets, some zip ties, just everything that you would normally find in a typical emergency roadside toolkit. And then it all kind of just rolls up and it fits snugly in my right saddlebag. I'll also keep my smart pump, my Lexan smart pump. This thing is always in my saddlebag. I love this thing. I always make sure that my tires are just right every single time, so this is always good to have in my saddlebag. I also have a tire repair kit, so in case I need to plug my tire. And then I have the jump starter pack as well for my battery. I'll have a flashlight there too, and then aside from that, I'll also have my rain gear. And it comes with the rain jacket and the rain pants in here. I also have boot covers as well. And then I have my sandals as well. Usually when I am sleeping overnight somewhere and I need to shower or something, I don't like my bare feet touching the ground. So I'll always have a pair of sandals with me. That also goes in the bottom of my right saddlebag. I'm also gonna need my heated jacket. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna put the rain boots and my sandals in there. I'll put in the roadside toolkit. I do have clear glasses in here as well. And then from there, I'll put in my tire pump. I have my rain gear down here. We'll put that in next. And then we have the jump starter and our tire repair kit. And then last but not least, we will lay over my heated jacket right on top. And so that is the right saddlebag. So for my right saddlebag, that's something that I'll access more frequently. So this is something that I will be in and out of often. And so I'll show you what I put in here. Basically, all that goes on my left saddlebag is my water bottle. And then my bag, which has my wallet and all of my necessities there. And then anything else like my camera equipment that I take in and out between rides is actually gonna also sit in here. But that's basically all that goes in there. Now for the hard part, my actual luggage, like the stuff that I'm gonna be changing out of, my toiletry bag, my makeup bag, everything that I'm gonna be wearing during my trip. When I go on trips, I either use a sissy bar bag, which is something like this, or my tour pack. I don't personally like the look of my motorcycle when it has a tour pack attached to it. So depending on which way I go, heavily is dependent on whether or not I'll be able to have the same lodging. So for example, if I am going from one destination to another and I am going from one hotel to another hotel to another hotel or something of that matter, then yes, I am gonna take my sissy bar bag because I have nowhere to leave my tour pack. However, if I am going to a multiple day event in SoCal or something like that, then I will go ahead and bring the tour pack and leave the tour pack behind when I get to the lodging, because I'll be staying at that same hotel for a few days. That way I could just leave the tour pack in that same room and not have to worry about it during my stay there until it's time to load up and leave and head back. This trip, I am actually going to be going from one place to another to another. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use the tour pack. I'll be taking the sissy bar bag during this trip. A little bit less in room, but we'll manage. So for this trip, I am going to be gone for about 3 days. So I am going to put everything that I have here in the bag. So I have one towel, that's going with me. And then I have my sleep clothes, which is also going with me. And then I have one long sleeve and 3 shirts. And then I have an extra pair of jeans, an extra sweater. And then I have my makeup bag, my toiletry bag. And then I have a couple of different hats. This hat here and a beanie. For this trip, I know we'll be heading to at least one Harley-Davidson dealership. And I usually like to pick up a poker chip and a couple of shirts. So I am gonna leave some room for that, and then anything else I find along the way. We are ready for our trip. There you have it. That's literally what my prepping for a road trip consists of. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, you guys, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.